James Johnston from London, and the company is called Open Utility.
Thank you. Hello, my name is James Johnston, CEO and co-founder of Open Utility. We are creating an online marketplace for buying and selling local energy. Imagine if there was an abundance of cheap and clean energy, fuel poverty didn't exist, and consumers could actually choose where they bought their power from. This is Amy Ray Lovin's vision for 2050, where decentralized sources of power from wind, solar, and fuel cells would not only be the cheapest source of power, but could provide the majority of the world's energy needs. But back in 2013, decentralized energy is still a fledgling industry. What's holding it back? Well, wholesale electricity markets were never designed for millions of independent producers, and therefore it doesn't accommodate them. It's incredible to think in the age of eBay and Amazon that small-scale independent producers simply do not have access to a market to sell their energy. And consumers also want to purchase local power. A recent study showed that 64% of the UK actually care about where their energy comes from. We have a solution. We are creating the UK's first online marketplace for local energy. Within minutes of signing up, consumers will be able to access all of the independent producers that have joined Open Utility. What if you could choose where you bought your power from? Where would you buy it from? The wind turbine in your local school? A community solar project? Perhaps even your mum and dad one day? What if, at the end of the month, you knew exactly where your energy came from and who benefited from your bills? Or one day you put solar panels on your roof and you could choose who you sold it to. And in fact, perhaps even set prices. So if you prefer your neighbor to your left, you can send a lower price than the one on the right. We are creating a brand new experience for energy consumers and producers. And we're working closely with our users to design an interface which is both simple and intuitive to use. So why hasn't this been done before? Well, the energy sector is really complicated. I spent 4 years researching this space during my PhD, and only then was able to conceive of the algorithms and virtual payment systems that can make this work at scale. Secondly, the energy sector is heavily regulated, and there are significant barriers for new entrants. Well, we found a way by partnering with licensed suppliers to deliver a solution that works within existing regulation and systems. We add value to suppliers by delivering them new customers, and they reward us through customer acquisition and retention fees. We are currently trialing in Cornwall. Cornwall is the perfect spot for our initial rollout, having some of the highest densities of independent and community-owned renewables in the UK. This is one of the two 80 kilowatt wind turbines in the village of Gorin, which could provide most of the electricity needs of this local village. By Christmas, we will have developed our minimum viable product and hope to secure our first utility partnership, making Gorin the first place in the UK where local people can actually buy energy from local sources. Once we've proven our model in Cornwall, we want to expand to the national stage. We've had a lot of interest from some of the largest independent and community groups in the UK, including Energy for All, who have described our solution as the holy grail for local energy. Within 1 year of launching, we want to offer our solution to the tens of thousands of community groups across the UK and possibly secure our second utility partner. Open Utility's founding team has a deep knowledge of the energy sector and years of experience in delivering real-time and big data systems with a user-centered focus. Our advisors include a founding member of PayPal Europe and the former managing director of Good Energy. So we are looking for a few things. First of all, we're looking to get our first utility partnership to deliver this first trial in Cornwall. And we're looking for 600k of seed investment to deliver this pilot and set ourselves up for national launch next year. Thanks very much.
Wonderful, James. And one question, what is the business model? How do you make money and you get it from whom?
So for the utilities that want to grow and acquire new customers, we get paid by utilities to bring them new customers, both producers and consumers. For the larger utilities who are more concerned about retaining customers, we provide some sort of sticky content, engages consumers and gives them more reason to stick, and therefore goes a kind of service fee for that.
You have a question?
So Jan, basically building on your question, so your business model is a white label offering a platform that you provide to utilities.
We're not looking to do white labeling because we want to eventually create a marketplace, and we've got to be able to build our own brand. And we want to start maybe with an exclusive license with the first utility, but then within 12 months get a next utility and become. It's a new type of business. There isn't. Especially in the UK, there isn't something like this in existence. It's more like an eBay, where we have our brand, but we also have kind of the utility brands as part of that.
Okay, I mean, just food for thought. I'm not saying that this cannot be done, but if you look at the business models the demand response companies are following, most of them started out as doing exactly this, wanting to be their own aggregator business and be an independent brand being recognized. And most of the business models in demand response have moved to a white label position, and that's really happening across any of the European countries. So just food for thought.
Yeah, it could be multi-brands, right? I mean, you want to have many brands on the platform of your customers. Yeah. Okay, I think it's a really interesting case, quite a young company compared to some others we have seen on the stage, but a really new model. And really promoting renewable energy in a new way by bringing together buyer and seller directly.
Right.
Great.
Thanks, Jan.
Here's your speaker gift.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.